This week, there's a lot going on astrologically, including a new moon solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Aries, first sign of the zodiac. All of this, an empowered moment and more in my new intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, March 24th through Sunday, March 30th, 2025. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, here with your intuitive energy forecast for the week. For this week, we're going to be using the Syrian Starseed Tarot by Patricia Corey and Alyssa Bartha for the main message for everyone. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Gateway of Light Activation deck by Kyle Gray. So this is a really important and powerful week. There's a lot going on, but before we get into that, or before we even look at your stones of choice, let's go ahead, close our eyes, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's do an empowered moment. So starting out with that deep breath, and as you exhale, you're relaxing your body and your mind, releasing all thoughts of the day, the week, the month. Grounding yourself in the here and now, in the present moment. Let's start by visualizing golden white light all around us. This is the golden white light of Source God Creator, all that is, Great Spirit. Let's take in a deep, conscious breath, imagining that you're breathing in that golden white light, that activating, protective, guiding golden white light into every cell of your body. As you exhale, letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs, allowing your body to relax even more. And this week, with all of the energies at play, we're getting ready to move into a new beginning. We've already moved into the sun moving into Aries last week for the spring equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere, which definitely kicked off our new beginning. But this week we have a new moon solar eclipse, which we'll talk about a little later, in the first sign of the zodiac, Aries, which is really ramping up these ideas of planting new seeds, having a fresh start, moving into positive, expansion, creative energies. So in order to do that, we have to fully let go of the old, letting go of the past, the old stories, letting go of old situations and circumstances, ways of perceiving or believing. So imagine in your mind's eye, as you're surrounded in this beautiful golden white light, this protective, guiding, unconditionally loving golden white light, imagine that to your left is the door of the past, and the door is still open. Maybe it's open just a crack, maybe it's open halfway, maybe it's wide open. But to your right, there's another doorway, and this is the doorway to the future. And maybe that's open a crack, or maybe that's open halfway, or all the way. And as you sit immersed in the peaceful, healing golden white light, you're contemplating these doorways, the doorway to the past on the left, and the doorway to the future on the right. Consider for a few moments if there's anything else from the past that you feel needs to be let go of right now. Maybe it's a situation or a circumstance. Maybe it's an old way of perceiving yourself. Maybe it's an old story that you've been carrying around in your subconscious mind. Maybe you don't know exactly what it might be that you're holding on to. In that case, just ask your angels and guides to come in and assist you with releasing and letting go of all that you no longer need that's a part of your past. There might be some things from our past that we want to hang on to, but there are also some energies that are in need of being let go. So ask your angels and guides, the healers of the light, to come in and assist with closing that door to the past and what we no longer need to carry or hang on to. And maybe you get up in the vision in your mind and you walk towards that door on the left, the door to the past. And maybe you shut it just a little bit more, or maybe you shut it all the way. That's totally up to you, and whatever you decide is right in this moment for you. And now turn your attention to the door on the right, the door to your future. And consider what seeds you would like to plant, what new things you'd like to create, what fresh starts you'd like to initiate in your life. Joy, happiness, abundance, prosperity, love of self, confidence, courage. What do you wish to create in the future, in your future? All of that and more is on the other side of that doorway to the right, that door to the future. And if it's only open a crack and you would like to open it more, imagine walking over to that door and open it just a little bit further. Or perhaps you'd like to open it wide open. Maybe you'd like to even step a toe or a foot into the doorway just to check it out and see how it feels. Whatever you wish to do, it's right for you. Imagine that door to the right, that door to the future, glowing in a golden aura, just like the golden white light that you're surrounded in, and feeling a sense of anticipation, joy, excitement as you near that door or step a toe into the door. Taking a deep breath, breathing in the essence of the future, breathing in those new ideas, thoughts, emotions, situations, circumstances. And very peacefully and slowly walking back to center, and taking a deep breath of intention, of releasing the old and preparing for the new. And as you exhale, when you feel ready, and in your own time, you can open your eyes and return to this time and place and space. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our stones of choice for this week. We pulled out some nice, big, beautiful, what I'm going to call palm stones. So the first one is selenite. So the selenite is going to be a great stone for cleansing, purification, spiritual growth, heightened intuition, connecting to the angels in the angelic realm, and for protection. Stone number 2, this one, is golden healer. And golden healer is called the master healer stone. And it's great to increase your physical energy and vitality and increasing your joy and positivity. It helps with illumination and guidance and wisdom. And then stone number 3 is lepidolite. Beautiful lavender colored purple lepidolite. This is known as the peace stone. It's also known as the stone of transition. It helps us to release old patterns. It's great for heart chakra support. It's also called the grandmother stone because it, just like our grandmother would, it gives us this sense of nurturing, soft, gentle mothering and nurturing. So again, your stones of choice for the special message card later are the selenite, the golden healer, and again, the lepidolite. So let's put those aside here, give myself a little bit of room, and let's talk about the astrology for the week. A lot going on. I'm going to try to move through this at a timely pace. We start out on Monday the 24th with the sun, how we shine our light, the ruler of our ego and our vital energy. It's in Aries because we did just move into the sun in Aries, time of new beginnings, the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere last week. So the sun is at early degrees of Aries, and on Monday this week, it's connecting with Mercury, planet of the mental realm, ruler of the mental realm, thoughts, ideas, perceptions, communications, who is currently retrograde in the sign of Aries. And so there's something being highlighted here. The sun is highlighting a thought, an idea, a perception, a perspective, or it's highlighting some communication or messages or information. Now that can be coming from other people, can also just be coming from within yourself, because Aries is the sign of the self. But make sure that you're paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities, and again, the communications and information that's going on around you. On Tuesday the 25th, Mercury, the ruler again of that mental realm, retrograde in Aries, is now in a positive sextile to Pluto, planet of death and rebirth, transformation and regeneration. A sextile is an aspect of opportunity. So on Tuesday, there's an opportunity for some powerful, transforming information or communication or thought or idea that comes into our realm. So this is going to require some awareness for us to pay attention to what that might be. And with a sextile, we want to take action on whatever is presented to us. So if there is some sort of opportunity that's presented through, again, information or communication or a thought of or idea that pops into your head, then you have to take some sort of action on that to produce something. And again, Pluto is powerful and transforming, very potent energy. So this is a huge deal. And then on Wednesday, the 26th, we have Mars, planet of energy, action, and forward movement, still in water sign Cancer though. Mars is a fiery planet. That's why he wants to have action and move forward with passion. But in Cancer, he's still kind of riding the waves of that Cancerian water. And he's in a challenging aspect to Chiron, the wounded healer, the ruler of our past life wounds and traumas, who is in Aries. So this is a challenging aspect again, and it feels like there might be something with home and family, because Cancer, where Mars is about home and family. It's also about our emotions and our feelings. So there's something that's looking for healing here. And it might come through as a challenging situation again within our own emotional bodies, some feeling that comes up to the surface that we have to look at and bring healing to. Or again, maybe there's something within home and family or community or people that we care about, interactions with other people that might be coming up to be looked at. And then on Thursday, the 27th, we have Venus, the planet of love and relationships, money, finances, personal resources, values, and our sense of self-value or self-worth. She is retrograding back into Pisces on Thursday. So Venus already turned retrograde. She was in Aries, actually, when she turned retrograde some days ago. But now she's moving from Aries back into Pisces. And so Aries is that first sign of the zodiac where we want to, again, move forward with new intentions and new, fresh energy. But when she went retrograde, there was something we needed to look at. And probably it was something either with money and finances or partnerships and relationships or the idea of love. And that could have included the idea of loving ourselves too. So there was something that came up when she went retrograde. But now that she's moving back into Pisces, we're ready to clear and heal it, okay? So Venus is going to be retrograde in Pisces for a little while yet. And then when she turns direct, she's going to be in Pisces for another few days. I don't have those dates for you, but it's going to be for at least a couple of weeks. So we have time to kind of clear, release, let go, surrender to, allow, be receptive to the healing of the divine feminine, because Venus is a divine feminine planet. And also on Thursday, right after she moves into Pisces, she's going to connect with Neptune, the illuminator, Neptune that rules both illusion, delusion, and confusion, but also magic and miracles and the spiritual realm. And Neptune is at its 29th degree of Pisces, that last degree of the last sign of the zodiac, which is magnifying those energies of Neptune and Pisces. Neptune, ruler of the spiritual realm. Pisces rules, again, the spiritual realm, dreams, intuition, psychic abilities, past lives, higher consciousness. So all of these things are ramping up within us, and Venus connects with Neptune right after she moves retrograde back into Pisces. So there's something with that 29th degree. Again, it's a critical degree in astrology known for the end or completion of something, because it's the last degree. It's the end or completion of something. So again, we're releasing and letting go and healing something that has to do with all those things that Venus might have to do with. And it's on a spiritual level as well as probably a physical level. In other words, it's not just the relationship in front of you or the money matter situation in front of you, but it comes from past lives. It's about the past and other times and places and realms that we've been in, lived in, experienced. And so again, this is a big deal, because that leads us up to Saturday, the 29th, and the new moon solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Aries. Aries, first sign of the zodiac, new beginnings, new moons. That's about new beginnings and fresh starts and planting new seeds. And the fact that this is a solar eclipse magnifies and intensifies the energies. So what new seeds do you want to plant? That's why we did that visualization with the door to the past and the door to the future earlier on in this video. This new moon solar eclipse connects with Pluto and with Jupiter, and they're both positive connections. It's a sextile, which is that aspect of opportunity to both of these planets. So an opportunity with Pluto to bring some huge death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration, transition energy, and a sextile to Jupiter, the planet of abundance, prosperity, growth, and expansion, who is currently in Gemini, which Gemini is about details and it's about, the twins. So there's more than one thing going on with Gemini. There's multiple things going on with Gemini. And with Jupiter ruling our belief systems and our higher perspectives and abundance and prosperity and opportunities, I would look for more than one opportunity. Like this new moon solar eclipse is an activation portal, and it could definitely activate more than one possibility, potential, or opportunity. So keep your eyes peeled. And then also on Saturday, the 29th, right after the eclipse, Mercury, the messenger, ruler of the mental realm, thoughts, ideas, perceptions, communications, now he is retrograding back into Pisces. And right after that, same day, Saturday, Mercury will connect with Neptune, just like Venus connected with Neptune on Thursday, the 29th degree of Pisces. Now Mercury retrograde, moving back into Pisces, connecting with Neptune at that 29th degree, the last degree of Pisces. Again, some sort of completion or closure energy that's happening here. So that, along with the full moon lunar eclipse we had a couple of weeks ago, we're really even still this week in this time period of merging endings and new beginnings all at the same time. Now, let's not forget Sunday the 30th. This is the last day of this particular week. Sunday the 30th, this is a big deal too, because now Neptune moves out of that 29th degree of Pisces and into Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. And why is this such a big deal? Because Neptune spends about 14 years in each sign of the zodiac. So it's been in Pisces for about the last 14 years. It's home sign of Pisces. This whole idea of increasing our psychic and healing abilities, amplifying our intuitive abilities, our dream time being very active, our need to trust and have faith and surrender in the unseen and the intangible, having been activated all these years. Of course, there's always ebb and flow to everything, right? But now that Neptune is moving into Aries, and it'll be for the next 14 years, except for a little period of time, the last part of October of this year, November, December, and the first part of January 2026, it revisits Pisces just for those few weeks or approximately 3 months or so. So Neptune in Aries, we don't know. What is that going to mean, right? Neptune is this untangible, ethereal, spiritual energy, but Aries is the sign of the self and individuation. And it's, again, this take charge, fiery, passionate, confident, courageous sort of energy. So we'll see. I think we're definitely going to feel a big shift. Usually when a planet shifts into a new sign, and especially these planets like Neptune that stays in a sign for so many years, we're going to feel a big shift of energy. I feel like some of us may feel a little ungrounded because Neptune can definitely be about lack of boundaries and not feeling grounded in reality. And I feel like we're all going to feel this whoosh of, of like, what reality am I in? Like I'm vacillating between third dimensional and higher dimensional energies, So if you're feeling a little ungrounded in regards to who am I, where am I, what's happening, know that that's the Neptune and Aries energy. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides from the Syrian Starseed Tarot. So turning over the first card, we've got the 8 of Chalices here. The 8 of Chalices, that's the 8 of Cups. And it's the imagery on this card is very similar to the imagery on a traditional 8 of Cups card, right? We've got 8 cups here that are lined up. Notice that some of the cups are highlighted more in a white or silvery white color. And as we go this way, they get a little bit more shaded and darker and gray until you get to the darkest one over here, right? So there's something here about the shadows of the past versus, again, the new beginnings of the future, right? The light of our higher self or connecting with higher self versus the fears and anxieties of the ego mind. We've got a person that's walking away from these cups. And so we're walking away from something that's been emotional for us, right? Because this is the realm of cups, chalices. It's about our emotions, about our feelings. And the number 8 numerologically is about power and empowerment versus disempowerment. I know you've heard me say that before. So this could be walking away from something that we've been emotionally connected to that maybe has been emotionally disempowering for us. And we're ready to release it and let it go. In fact, this person's quite a ways away already. You might have been already over the last few weeks and maybe few months, maybe you've already been moving away from whatever the disempowering emotional energy or situation is all about. This person's getting over to the edge of the sand dune here, and whatever lies beyond that, is a mystery, right? We don't know, but they're ready. They don't even care what's beyond that line in the sand. They're just moving away from whatever has, brought them feelings of fear or doubt or sadness or disappointment, and all of those other kind of heavy emotions. This person's even wearing like a black cape or black clothing. And that is sort of like the void. And it doesn't mean that it's dark or negative, right? To me, the void, if you think about a void, you're in the void, right? You close your eyes and you're in the darkness of that void. But the void is a place where there's infinite possibilities. Like within the void, you can create and manifest a new beginning. And so I feel like this person is getting ready to, again, create a new beginning, a fresh start, the planting of those new seeds with this new moon solar eclipse in Aries that's happening. They have a staff to support them. That can be like your angels and guides that are supporting you along your way and your journey. And there's a big blue sky up here, right? We're just following the horizon, and we don't know, again, what's at the end of that sand dune or what's at the beginning of that new horizon. But they are seemingly confidently walking towards whatever that is. All right, let's take a look at the second card here. Okay, the second card is Major Arcana 10, the Great Wheel. This is like the Wheel of Fortune in the traditional tarot. And this really is new moon solar eclipse and Aries energy, because the great wheel is turning. And usually when we see the wheel of fortune, there's a positive shift going on, a karmic shift. And, you know, if it was reversed, although I don't tend to use reverse cards, at least not too often, but this can be, you know, also a shift where we're going back into the past, which is not necessarily where we want to go, or a shift into old stories or falling into old patterns. So let's not move back towards that way, right? It doesn't mean we can't take some of the gifts of the past with us, or people and situations from the past with us. But those things that have been weighing on us, that aren't supportive of us, that aren't good for us anymore to kind of be immersed in, that's what we need to let go of. And the great wheel here wants us to move forward into the next step on our destiny path. Again, that fresh start, the planting of new seeds. Interesting that we have this interesting geometric shape in the middle. It's like 3 ovals that are intercrossed with one another. Almost would look like a Star of David, right? A Star of David has 6 points, and although these are rounded points, it would sort of have the indication of as above, so below, like what it is that you envision as your hopes, dreams, and wishes, the ultimate of anything that you would desire, that you would want to create. You can bring that into reality. You can bring that down into manifested form. The wheel, the circle, is the infinite, the divine, source God, all that is always surrounding you, always protecting you, always guiding you on your journey. And I love that, you know, we even got some like little planetary energies, or what looks like little planetary energies here. And we definitely have a lot of that going on this week, right? So I think that this is a good sign coming after that 8 of Cups, that we're allowing this shift to take place, that we're moving in the right direction with the great wheel. Let's take a look at the last card here. Good, good, good. We've got the 6 of Flames. This is like the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is known as the victory card. And you can even see with the 6 flames here, actually there's 5 here, forming a V shape for victory. And then the 6th flame is right up here being held by this person. Da, 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 I've made it. I've crossed to the other side. I've made it through that full moon lunar eclipse. I've made it through all these karmic lessons. I've released all the old stories. Maybe not all of them, but you know, you're working on it. And now I've come to this victorious place. I've come to this place of recognition, and I've come to this place of fiery passion and creative energy, and using this creative fire to spark my way, to light my way forward. The number 6, interestingly enough, is that balance. Remember, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sort of rounded points of the great wheel within the great wheel, which is a balance energy. The number 6 is a balance number. Again, as above, so below. And it's a feminine number too. It's feminine, but yet this is a fire card. So we've got this balance of divine feminine and divine masculine. Hopefully we're moving in that direction, right? It's not like overnight we're going to wake up and the whole planet is going to be balanced in their feminine and masculine. But you can be, and this message, if you're watching this video, is for you. So let's move into that balance. Let's move into that passionate, fiery, action-oriented, in a good way, divine masculine energy. But with that number 6 and that feminine influence, nurturing that and caring for that, and kind of being the great mother energy of that within you, to bring that back into balance. Balance that with your intuition. Light your own way, or let your angels and guides light the way. But this is definitely saying that we are moving into a form of victory for ourselves, because we've done a lot of clearing, we've done a lot of healing, we've done a lot of releasing and letting go. It may have been a little, difficult at times. And we probably still have things coming up, because this whole year of 2025 has a lot of interesting astrological things happening. It's not done now, but we are on the way. So give yourself a pat on the back. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what special message card is for you depending on your stone of choice. That first stone of choice was the selenite. So special message for the selenite people this week. This one's calling my attention here. And this one says, Sirius star blessings. I love that. Sirius star blessings. And at the bottom it says, yes. I love how that is. Yes, proceed, be seen, and push through. So if you had a question, should I start this new project? Should I move into this new career? Should I connect with this new person that I just met? Should I stand in my light worker energy and move into this mission fully? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Yes, proceed, be seen, shine your light like the star here, like this Sirius star blessings. And Sirius meaning not Serious, but Sirius as in the star Sirius or the Sirius star system, Sirius. And oftentimes I just actually read something the other day where they were saying the star that led the three wise men to Bethlehem was Sirius. So there you go. Sirius is, one of the brightest stars out there in the sky, and it's showering you with a lot of blessings right now. So this new moon solar eclipse has been good for you. Find out where in your chart it activated, because that's the area of your life that activations are occurring. And push through whatever is left to push through, and allow this magical energy from the heavens, from the Neptune spiritual realm to shower down upon you and activate you with these wonderful, activations and uploads and downloads and all of those wonderful things. All right, let's put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. And then stone number 2 is the Golden Healer. So Golden Healer, people, special message for Golden Healer. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes again because I didn't see anything pop out at me. Golden Healer. Okay, this one's calling me here. This one is the Halls of Learning. Beautiful golden yellow light and some orange in there too. The Hall of Learning says spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. So I feel like your guides and angels, even the masters, teachers, and loved ones of your Akashic records, that I get the feeling of the Akashic records here, which is really, related to, your past and your past lives, but also your future and your future lives. I mean, the Akash or your Akashic records just speaks of everything, right? Every word, deed, thought, emotion that you've ever had in any lifetime. So I feel like you've learned a lot in many of these incarnations that you've had. I feel like your guides are guiding you to the next step, guiding you to the doorway to the future. This is like that doorway to the future, bathed in golden yellow light. There's been, as it says on the card, great lessons that you've gone through. There's been much that you've accomplished, much that you've had to move through as far as challenges and whatnot. And you have some confirmation, the word in the center. You have confirmation that you're heading in the right direction, that you've done good work for yourself, that you've done the healing that you needed to, that it's time to move forward on the next step of your destiny path. It's time to plant those new seeds and initiate something new. And it's time to move towards that doorway to the future, bathed in golden white light. This feels very much like a spiritual temple, right? Almost again, I mean, it is called the Hall, well, I was going to say the Hall of Records, but it's called the Halls of Learning. But again, it makes me feel like the halls of the Akashic Records, right? I mean, the Akashic Records isn't necessarily in a temple, but oftentimes when we envision ourselves visiting our own Akashic Records, or sometimes when someone who reads the Akashic Records visits the Akash, they might see it as a temple or a library or something of that sort. So this card reminds me of that. And it just has this really good feeling that everything is light and bright and you're ready to move forward in a positive direction. All right, let's put that back in the deck. The last stone of choice was the lepidolite. So let's see what special message for the week. And probably all of these are for the upcoming weeks, not necessarily just this week, but lepidolite, people. Special message. Oh, this one's really sticking out there. And this is called the Anunnaki Light Codes, okay? And it says energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Wow, isn't that the truth? Energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Anunnaki light codes. Beautiful golden yellow light, golden white light. We've got some nice pinks and greens down here, which would be heart chakra energy. We've got even some lavender purple, which is almost the color of the lepidolite here, right? Isn't that interesting? So this is very high vibrational crown chakra energy. And this almost looks like a portal here, like we're moving through this portal with these light codes. And these light codes are helping us shift from the old to the new, from that old doorway to the new doorway, from the old stories to the new intentions that you're wanting to set. There's information coming, there's downloads, there's dreams, there's conversations, maybe even in real waking time that you should pay attention to, because there's some sort of message or guidance or information that's important for you to pay attention to in order to move forward in the best possible way. But just as it says at the end, know that you're ending a cycle, a huge karmic cycle of the releasing and transmuting and healing that you've done over past weeks and months and maybe even years. This really reminds me of the Neptune moving into Aries, right? The last 14 years, we've really moved through a lot. And even before then, folks, your life has been, one of a soul journey of healing. But I feel like those of you that chose the lepidolite, you're like completing a lot of cycles. Doesn't mean that every cycle is completed, right? We're still here on this planet. We're still on the earth plane in a human vessel, a human body. We're on a soul journey, but I feel like a lot of cycles have been released now for you. And so this energetic shift comes in. It's beautiful. It even looks like ram horns here. It's like, this almost looks like a ram head, and look at these horns here, just like Aries, the sign of the ram, and getting ready for these new beginnings. And Aries is a fire sign. We've got the orangey and the yellow and kind of some fiery colors in there. So I feel like you're raring to go. You feel lighter and you feel brighter after all of this clearing, especially from and around the lunar eclipse. And you're ready to move forward on a new path now. All right. All of this was very great information, good messages for all of you. I send you all lots of love and light, and make sure that you do a ceremony or some sort of meditation on or around the new moon solar eclipse to welcome in those new vibrant energies, that new cycle of energy. And I will see you again next week and also next month, because we're going to be moving into the month of April. So make sure that you watch my new monthly video, which is under Colleen Lemma, my YouTube channel. Sending you all lots of love and light. And again, much abundance and blessings. Namaste, everyone.